Hey, my name is Sofia and I am half Costa Rican, half British, and I am a second year student at the Rotterdam University of Applied Sciences. I am currently doing international business and languages. I've been asked today to tell you a little bit about my experience, so here we go. So I was always really kind of eager to jump into the business world like straight away. So when I heard about the Dutch system of universities of applied sciences, I was super interested. Then I heard about Rotterdam and how it's a very multicultural city, and for me, very importantly, I wanted to learn new languages and meet different people, so it kind of just fit perfectly together. As I mentioned before, I'm currently doing international business and languages with a focus on German. However, as of this year, all of the bachelor's options have merged into one international business study, which for the first year, you're gonna learn the basics of the business world, kind of figure out what it feels like and what you like, what you're interested in, and then in your second year you can choose to specialize in one of the 4 subjects available. So basically for the first year, the only thing that'll be like different is one of whatever language you choose to study, which we will have 7 different options of. All right, so in the second year, when you choose to specialize, the 4 options are going to be, first of all, organization and change. This is for students who want to learn about like the inner workings of the companies and they want to bring new ideas to the table. People who are very creative, innovative. Jobs that you can do after you graduate are things like strategic management. Then we have supply chain. Obviously, being a university in Rotterdam and having the biggest port of Europe, it's very important that we look into logistics and how things kind of move around the world, how you actually get products into a store. Think jobs in like Amazon or jobs actually in the port of Rotterdam, so very focused on logistics. Then we've got marketing. Marketing is for people who are creative and they're interested in everything that has to do with communications. People who also want to bring new things to the table. And then last but not least is commerce. Commerce is basically the evolution of the international business and languages bachelor's that we have right now. You're going to take that language that you chose in the first year and you're going to develop it further. And then you're also going to learn a lot about culture. For example, me being a dual nationality person, I want to be able to kind of be that bridge between, Latin countries and Europe. So it really helps if you study both cultures and if you learn new languages. So people who are into, globalization, this is the perfect option for you. Yeah, actually, as of your third year, every specialization has a mandatory internship that they have to follow. You can choose to do that in the Netherlands or in a country abroad. As a bachelor student focusing on Germany, I'm gonna go to Germany next year and do my internship there. That way I can really plunge into the language and learn it fully. We have students, however, who have also worked at Tesla or even stayed in the Netherlands and done internships at places like Unilever. So it's really great. You also have the chance to do an exchange. This is optional, but it's also an amazing option if you want to live somewhere else, if you've always dreamed about living somewhere but you first want to kind of dip your feet into the water. This is a great option for us. You can also choose to stay here and do a minor, so obviously this whole traveling is really up to you. But it's great to see that even in your second year you also get a lot of options to travel. For example, we have the international project, which is when you work with companies abroad so that you can really kind of get that feel for the internationalization that we kind of experience. So yeah, there's many options to travel abroad. Of course, we're also in the Netherlands, so we're very close to other countries. So even on the weekends, you can take a trip somewhere. So the bachelor's study is a full-time study, so you need to invest around 40 hours a week on it. 20 hours of those hours will be classes, and the other 20 will be working on projects, studying, self-learning. The class size is about 30 people, which means you will get to know your fellow classmates really well. And for example, things like exams are every block, so every 7 weeks. They are focused on business and also on the language that you choose to learn. When I talk about self-studying and working on projects, it will be things like, for example, in my situation right now, we made a company as part of our enterprise project, and we invest around 10 hours a week on the sales part, marketing, communication, and just making sure that our company is doing fine. These are things, for example, that you will be doing. And classes you have at least 4 times a week. And for the rest of the time, obviously, it really depends on you how much you choose to study and how much you feel like you need to study. But on your free time, it's definitely easy to find a part-time job. I'm currently working as a student ambassador, which I invest about 10 hours a week in. I also meet up with friends. I go out for a drink. Rotterdam is a really accessible city, so it's very easy to maybe take a trip on the weekend. So as long as you find a balance, it will look really colorful. My main advice would be apply early. That means that you should apply at least 6 months before. That will give you enough time to get in touch with the admissions officers, ask as many questions as you want to ask. Also, get your documents in time. If you have to take, for example, the English test, then you have enough time to do the test and also get your results. This will also help you if you are looking to stay in the student dorms, because they do request you to apply fairly early and you do need your letter of acceptance. So that is going to make your life much, much easier in terms of admissions. And then when it comes to living in Rotterdam, just take it one step at a time, enjoy the good moments, and really try to immerse yourself in everything that's new and all of the cultures that you will see, and get excited about your projects. Try to be a part of as many things as you can, because that will create experience and that will make you enjoy it even more. And yeah, the most important thing is have fun.